parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them!
The world of animated films has seen countless franchises rise and fall, but few have managed to capture the hearts of audiences as enduringly as How to Train Your Dragon. With its breathtaking animation, emotionally resonant storytelling, and unforgettable characters, the franchise has carved out a legacy that continues to evolve. Now, as updates surrounding the franchise's next chapter take shape, fans are eager to know what's coming next. While DreamWorks had previously concluded the original trilogy with a powerful and emotionally satisfying end in the hidden world, recent developments suggest that the beloved world of dragons and Vikings is far from over. The next installment aims to bridge the legacy of the animated world with a bold new vision that promises to breathe fresh fire into the franchise, giving fans more of what they love while exploring new dimensions of storytelling. This isn't just about another sequel or spin-off. It's about reimagining the narrative in a way that honors the original while introducing new themes, characters, and experiences. The journey of Hiccup and Toothless resonated with global audiences because it was more than just a tale of a boy and his dragon. It was a narrative about growth, empathy, and the bonds we form with those who are different from us. As news emerges about what's next, it becomes increasingly clear that DreamWorks is treating the legacy of this franchise with the reverence it deserves. The creative team behind the upcoming installment, including some returning minds from the original trilogy, has made it a priority to build upon the emotional foundation laid by the previous films. This approach ensures continuity while allowing room for innovation, signaling that while the tone might evolve, the heart of the story remains unchanged. Whether it's the exploration of new dragon species, deeper insights into Viking culture, or the emotional repercussions of a world now separated from dragons, every new element is being crafted with meticulous care. One of the most exciting aspects about the upcoming phase of the How to Train Your Dragon universe is the expansion of its world building. The trilogy introduced audiences to the island of Berk and the hidden world of dragons, but now the narrative scope is widening to encompass previously unexplored territories. This allows for the introduction of fresh lore, unseen creatures, and mysterious civilizations that might have coexisted with dragons without being part of Berk's direct story. These new settings promise to be more than just backdrops. They will be rich with their own histories, challenges, and connections to the overarching mythology. For instance, speculation suggests we might see ancient ruins tied to early dragon riders or forgotten factions of Vikings who developed radically different relationships with dragons than the people of Berk did. By diving deeper into the past and the unexplored corners of this universe, the new chapter seeks to answer lingering questions while opening up a new frontier of storytelling. Character development will remain central to the franchise's evolution, and though the original characters like Hiccup, Astrid, and Toothless have concluded their arcs, there's still potential for meaningful involvement. Whether it's through flashbacks, legends passed down to a new generation, or even symbolic appearances, their presence could continue to guide the narrative. At the same time, new protagonists are expected to take center stage. These characters are likely to reflect a more modern sensibility, appealing to a new generation of viewers while retaining the timeless qualities that made the originals so beloved. Themes of identity, belonging, courage, and the need to challenge, inherited beliefs will likely take center stage once more. The human-dragon relationship, which served as the emotional core of the original trilogy, will continue to evolve, potentially highlighting different types of bonds, rivalries, and spiritual connections, depending on the direction the creators choose to explore. What makes this next installment particularly ambitious is its commitment to technological advancement in animation. The original trilogy already set new standards in visual storytelling with its dynamic flying sequences, rich textures, and emotive character designs. With the new chapter, the studio is pushing the boundaries even further, leveraging cutting-edge rendering techniques and new animation software to enhance realism while maintaining the franchise's signature style. This technological leap means that audiences can expect even more visually stunning sequences, from intricate dragon battles to sweeping landscapes and immersive weather effects. But this evolution isn't just about spectacle, it's about deepening. The emotional immersion. The subtle expressions of a dragon, the tear in a Viking's eye, or the sway of tall grass in a storm, all these details contribute to a richer cinematic experience that blurs the line between fantasy and reality. Another intriguing angle in the franchise's revival is its potential engagement with darker and more mature themes. While the original trilogy gracefully matured with its audience, starting with lighthearted adventures and ending with a poignant farewell, the new chapter might venture even further into complexity. Issues like environmental collapse, political power struggles, and the ethics of dragon domestication could play a role. The disappearance of dragons from the human world, as depicted in The Hidden World, left a void that could be explored from various philosophical and emotional angles. Did humans become better stewards of nature in their absence, or did they regress into conflict and destruction? These questions could form the backdrop of a new storyline where dragons return not just as majestic creatures, but as symbols of balance and healing, or, conversely, as misunderstood forces of nature that humans must learn to live with once more. There's also a renewed interest in bringing the franchise to new formats. Live-action adaptations, stage musicals, and immersive experiences like theme park rides or interactive digital content are all on the horizon. While the main storyline may continue in animated form, these parallel developments allow fans to engage with the world of How to Train Your Dragon in fresh and exciting ways. A live-action interpretation, for instance, offers both risks and opportunities. Casting would need to be impeccable. Creature design must walk the fine line between realism and fantasy, and the tone would need to balance spectacle with intimacy. Yet if done right, it could offer a new lens through which to appreciate the story, bringing its emotional and visual grandeur to an even wider audience. Meanwhile, interactive experiences like VR simulations or story-driven video games could deepen fan immersion by allowing them to fly on the back of a dragon or explore the hidden world from a first-person perspective. Music will once again play a pivotal role, with strong indications that the musical themes that defined the original trilogy will return, albeit evolved and enriched for the new context. The sweeping scores composed by John Powell became synonymous with the franchise, turning flight sequences into transcendental experiences and emotional moments into tearjerkers. The upcoming installment is expected to build on that musical legacy, potentially introducing new leitmotifs tied to fresh characters, dragon species, and thematic arcs. The return of certain melodies, even in altered forms, can act as an emotional bridge between generations of viewers. Music remains one of the most powerful tools in storytelling, and DreamWorks knows this franchise would not be the same without its signature sounds guiding the audience through every emotional beat. From a narrative standpoint, the storytelling style is likely to embrace a blend of continuity and innovation. While previous entries focused heavily on linear character development, this next chapter may adopt a broader, more interconnected narrative approach. Perhaps we'll see the story unfold across multiple timelines, generations, or perspectives, offering a multifaceted view of the dragon-human dynamic. This could allow for parallel storytelling in which the actions of a new generation echo or diverge from those of Hiccup's era. Such an approach not only adds depth, but allows for greater world building. It also reflects the complexity of real-world relationships between humans and nature, where history often repeats itself unless conscious efforts are made to evolve. Fans are understandably cautious about any continuation of a beloved series, particularly one that ended on such a strong and emotionally complete note. However, the team's thoughtful approach suggests that the intention is not to cash in on nostalgia, but to continue a meaningful conversation. At its core, How to Train Your Dragon has always been about empathy, growth, and discovery. These are themes that remain perennially relevant, especially in a world increasingly marked by division and misunderstanding. The franchise has an opportunity to teach new lessons through old wisdom, reminding audiences that change is possible, that bonds can be formed across perceived divides, and that the greatest strength often lies in vulnerability and trust. The voice of the fans is also playing a key role in shaping this next chapter. Social media discussions, fan theories, and continued support for the franchise's merchandise, series, and reruns have demonstrated a sustained interest that goes beyond nostalgia. The creators are paying attention, and it's clear that feedback is being considered, not necessarily to dictate creative choices, but to inform them. This engagement ensures that while the story may evolve, it remains rooted in what fans love most: genuine emotion, meaningful growth, and the sense of wonder.